76ers fans have had to endure a crazy offseason, but we are going to see a familiar face hit the Sixers court pretty soon as the Woj bomb has dropped that free agent Danny Green has agreed on a one-year deal with the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, I have seen reactions to this on both sides of the spectrum. I have seen people say that this is the glimmer of hope that they needed and that this is the best news that they've heard all offseason. And I've also heard people say that this is the worst offseason ever and that this is just adding fuel to that fire and not fixing anything. But before we jump into all of the reactions to this news, I just wanted to point out that 93% of our viewers are not currently subscribed to our channel. So if you are part of this majority, get that number down, make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell. I know that the NBA was a little quiet in terms of news last week, but things are really ramping up this week at really quick pace, it feels like. So Sean and I are working hard to put out new videos pretty much every single day on all of the Sixers drama and all of the Sixers news that you need to keep up on. Now, back to Danny Green. Tyrese Maxey came out very quickly with his support of Danny Green, and obviously I think that this is great in the sense that, you know, for player interaction, I think that a lot of his teammates are going to be excited to play with him again, and I think he's excited to play for the Sixers as well. This is also just a good look for us as somebody has come back to the Sixers. Obviously the Sixers have not been looking like a well-oiled machine in terms of organizations this past off-season. So the fact that we have somebody that we could say, hey look, we didn't completely scare away everybody who's ever played with us, I mean, it's definitely something. I guess we have to take the positives where we get them at this point. Let's start with the positives. We're trying to keep a positive vibe. I know that I personally was excited to hear the Danny Green news. One, I think that he is a fantastic asset to have to any bench. I think that he is a great three-point shooter. And from what I've heard, he seems to be an overall great teammate, and brings a lot of positive energy to the teams that he's played for. He is a 3-time NBA champion, and he has won with the Spurs, the Raptors, and the Lakers. And I want to talk about the Raptors because he was on the winning 2019 Raptors, who was coached by none other than Nick Nurse. So he already has a great relationship with a lot of the Sixers, the current Sixers roster, and he also has a great relationship with Coach Nick Nurse. And I think that in terms of readjusting back to this team, he's actually going to have a pretty easy time in terms of playing with our roster and readjusting to playing under Nick Nurse again. However, we cannot ignore the elephant in the room here. Danny Green is 36 years old, and we've signed him to a one-year contract. I'm not really sure why the Sixers continue to do this. I mean, we already signed Patrick Beverley, who's 35, to a one-year contract. James Harden signed to a one-year player option. Obviously, that is a whole other mess in and of itself, and we've made plenty of videos on James Harden already. But now we're signing Danny Green, 36, who, again, while we all love him, you know, I do wonder what the goal here is in terms of longevity. It doesn't seem like the Sixers management is really thinking about the Sixers in the future. I mean, we talked about how our roster looks so different from this past year coming into this upcoming season, but now I feel like we're going to have to start to ask the question of what is our roster going to look like this upcoming season versus the next season. It could look completely different. So in terms of longevity, I don't really know what this says. Obviously, again, it's a one-year contract. I don't know what strides Sixers management is taking, if any, toward the longevity of the Sixers' future. It seems like absolutely none, and that's where a lot of this criticism is coming from. Additionally, we have to talk about the fact that Danny Green is coming off of an injury season in May of 2022 with the Sixers. Actually, he tore his ACL. So last year he only played 11 games, 3 with Memphis and 8 with Cleveland. While I have this up, though, obviously we don't have a lot to look at this past season in terms of statistics, although he technically did shoot 100% from the free throw line. Take that with a grain of salt, obviously, as he didn't throw that many. There weren't that many free throws to be thrown, but hey, at least we're looking at the positives. But if we look at the 2018-2019 Raptors season under Nick Nurse, he was shooting 46%, he was shooting 45% from the three, and he was shooting 84% from the free throw line. So, these were actually some of his career highs under Nick Nurse. So, I don't know if, again, I'm trying not to be overly positive about this whole situation, but at the same time, you gotta take the positives right now while we can, because we've had a rough off season. So, I'm gonna say that I am excited for Danny Green, although there are plenty of disagreeers. I know there will be. I've already seen a lot of people say, what are the Sixers doing with this signing? Why are we signing another 36-year-old to a 1-year contract? But I do have hope. I do have hope that this specific signing is a good one, and if at all, at least we've brought some positivity from the fans back, for the fans who were Danny Green stands in the past. But I want to know what your guys' opinions on this are. Are you excited about this signing? Are you kind of feeling the same way that we need to stop making these 1-year deals? Or are you kind of in the middle, where I'm at? Like, I'm excited, but we definitely have to address some of the elephants in the room here, like the fact that he's 36, and like the fact that he is coming off of an injury year. But before I end this video, just for some positive vibes, I wanted to bring up this great picture we got of Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey after practicing together, and I kind of mentioned a little bit with talking about the longevity of the Sixers, but we have to, it's really been a question of what is the core of the Sixers right now, and for a while it was Joel Embiid, and we tried to obviously make the duo with James Harden happen, and I've said this before on this channel, and I will say it again, I do not think that Joel Embiid would have won MVP without James Harden. And I think Joel believes that as well. But with all of the James Harden drama that has come out, I really think that it is the duo that will come out of this is going to be Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey, and I think there's a lot of positivity. I know I keep saying that, but I think that the fans are, I've never seen any Sixers fans say anything bad about Tyrese Maxey. He's getting better and better every year. He has been referred to as Philadelphia's golden boy. So they have come out and both said that they are ready to play whether James Harden is with them or not. So I am excited to see this duo, and under a new team, or under a new management, hopefully these two get their chance to shine. So definitely let me know what you're thinking on the Joel Embiid Tyrese Maxey duo. Or anything Sixers related, any James Harden drama, any James Harden news, Nick Nurse news, and definitely let me know what you're thinking on this Danny Green signing. Until then, we have lots of videos coming out, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!